platforms. If you have been around here for 1 year, 1 minute, or 1 second, you know how much j'adore my platforms. I don't think I need to buy any more this year. I don't know, maybe I should have made this video. I feel like I don't think I want to do this anymore. Cut. How about you take the tiny mic? You take the tiny mic. You tell me what you're not buying. Since you're busy judging. Since you judging. No, I'm kidding. Bonjour, mes amis, and bienvenue to a no spend. Actually, I don't know what this is called. Things I'm not buying in 2024. C'est moi, Jessie, your resident Francophile, and here on Cappuccinos and Consignment, I focus on lifestyle, travel, and finance. S'il vous plaît, take a moment to like, subscribe, and follow. Follow me over on Insta. I have a blog, which I really want you to subscribe to. But on both Insta and TikTok, search pour moi because I am not always on your feed. So I have been seeing this title throughout the YouTuberverse, and I like it. I really do. I am not one, I do not believe in restrictions. I guess I should lead with that. I don't do the no spend January. I love gluten. I enjoy wine and fromage and butter. I just do not believe in restrictions of any nature. I just, all things sustainable, do things proportionately. And I feel like you really don't have to go to those extremes. No judgment against anyone who chooses to restrict themselves. That's just not my ministry. You all know I dwell in the space of abundance. I am always so paranoid with this tiny mic, making sure it is recording. So, on my no buy for 2024, I didn't think about this. So, perhaps I will end up buying some of these things, but I wanted this to be really off the top of my head. So, just so it could be really real. And I feel like the things that comes to mind first are the things that I shouldn't buy anymore. So, yeah, Disney, you have to forgive me for laughing because I feel I can just hear Mazami. I can hear Mazami waiting for me to stumble fumble to come at me because we experienced this when I said that I was no long I can't even say, did I say it? Because I can't say it now. So I'm questioning if I ever said this. When I shared via, I think my most viewed video here on YouTube, I'm not editing that. When I shared here on a YouTube video that I was no longer buying any luxury, no, I think I said designer handbags. This was in 2023. I said this, something along those lines. When I was back at Paris, I purchased some things. The Kid Super and Mazami were quick to let me know. Well, they didn't tell me they were speaking. You all were speaking amongst yourselves. But then some Mazami came to my aid. Oh, I thought she said she wasn't buying any more bags. I thought she said that's, I don't know what I said. So I'm questioning if you know what I said, but I feel like I said something along the lines of I wasn't buying any more designer. But I can tell you I'm not buying any more SLGs. If you do not know what SLGs are, that stands for small leather goods. Small leather goods, those are your wallets, your card holders, your pouches. I have enough small leather goods for a small country. I have so many SLGs that my 3-year-old takes them at this point because she sees so many that it's like, oh, there's enough for everyone. We do live in abundance. So many SOGs where it's to the point where I feel like a 3-year-old, where I'm making up things like to put in them because what else am I going to put in these SOGs? I have nothing left to store, to organize. So in 2024, unless it is just something where It's again like the Kid Super collab with LV, where I was the first person in the world to get it. That just makes me so happy. Most people don't care about that, but I do. That really made me happy considering that I am such a big LV fan. But unless it's some super, super rare collaboration, I do not need any more SLGs. The tiny mic strikes again. I'm paranoid for a reason. The other one died, and I had shared like two more things that I was not going to buy again, and I forgot that quick. I use the tiny mic because Mesami have continuously shared, and even the husband say that I have a tendency to speak really low. And in conjunction with that, like I lost my voice at a luxurious staycation where I was in the tub singing my heart out, hitting notes that not even Madame Mariah Carey could have hit. And ever since then, my voice it goes in a heartbeat. So I have to savor, save the voice, preserve the voice, and not yell so loud to hopefully where you all can hear me on the camera. So I feel as though during that part where the tiny mic cut off, I feel like I shared skincare. I have so much skincare, so much skincare. I have a rolling cart that is, I think it's about 4 tiers or so. Not just with skincare, it's body care, all kind of body things, just care. And I need to get through those because if Mesami did not know, skincare products has an expiration date. And I have so many items that I have purchased, and then within the last year or so, brands sending me PR packages. So I want to get through those before I buy any new skincare. Of course, if I run out of one thing, I'll replace it. But just constantly buying things every time I see someone post something or it's suggested to me, no, I want to use what I have. So in 2024, I will use what I have. You see this? Do you see this? This is why I got caught up in LV when I was iPoddy in January. I went there for a notebook and I ended up buying so many things. Cue the Kid Super piece. So no more, I'm not gonna say no more. I don't plan on buying any more luxury stationery in 2023. I 2024. Perhaps I should have left that there so I could say no, told y'all that was in 2023. 2024. I don't feel the need to buy any more luxury stationery. I have a GM. Okay, actually, I take that back. Let me think this through. Once I use this, it's done. It's a notebook. It's not refillable. It's done once I finish with this. I have a GM agenda. Here, in fact, which I have not updated. I have my GM agenda. I just ordered my insert, so perhaps in a vlog very soon, I'll show you all me setting the agenda up. I have to check for this green button. the I have the GM and the PM, but I really want the MM. It's not necessary. It's not, but I kind of just want all three. I feel like I have to complete the series. The GM is really heavy. I have done a review on it. It's vintage. It's so old. Yeah. But it's really heavy. And I shared during that review that it's not practical to carry with you every day. When I worked in an office, I would leave it at my desk because it was just entirely too heavy to transport. And I would like to have a notebook, a LV notebook, agenda rather, that I can carry with me. And the GM is just not it. It is so heavy by itself. But once you start adding inserts, it just becomes just unbearable. So I do want an MM. But with respect to notebooks, I'm not buying any more like single use. Perhaps I should say that. No more single use notebooks, designer notebooks. Platforms. If you have been around here for 1 year, 1 minute, or 1 second, you know how much j'adore my platforms. I don't think I need to buy any more this year. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have made this video. I feel like I don't think I want to do this anymore. Cut, cut. Yeah, let's not do this. I thought this was something that I was interested in. When I saw other videos like the titles, I thought that was something that I wanted to do. It turns out I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this anymore, and that's okay. So, for anyone watching this, it's okay to change your mind. If you start something and you decide, I don't want to do this anymore, it's okay. And especially on small things like this. These are things that we can change our mind on. I don't want to do this anymore. So, these lay for leading you on. I thought I was, but it's one of those things. I'd say, hear me out. I'm a pretty intentional shopper. I don't do I don't do a lot of hauls. I don't do a lot of shopping. So I buy with intention. It's very rare that I just buy impulse purchases. So this really doesn't apply to me. I'm just trying to think offhand of some other things, maybe like fragrances. Maybe I won't buy any more fragrances this year. Fragrances this year. I do have so many fragrances. I don't talk about it here. I don't know if anyone is interested, but I have a lot of fragrances. And because of where I store my fragrances now, it's really out of sight, out of mind. So I've been wearing like the same 3 scents because that's what's out. If you were not aware or did not know this, you shouldn't store your fragrances in direct sunlight. And my office gets a lot of sun. So I have it stored, tucked away. And it's just, yeah, I don't see it. But perhaps this three fragrance method will ensure that I'm constantly checking this mic. It's a lot of pressure because not only do I have to remember to press record on my camera, I have to make sure this is on. And if you have watched any of my vlogs, you know that I have a tendency to not turn things on. There are times when I forget to press record. In Paris, I didn't have this on. And because it's connected to an amplifier, if this isn't on, you get no audio. And that's very troublesome to me. Perhaps I need to look into a new tiny mic where even if this turns off or it's not on, my camera can still pick up the audio because right now it's just nothing. And that really bothers me. So that's why I'm like holding it this way so I can see that the light is green. But be that as it may, yeah, I, yeah, perhaps no more designer like stockings. I used to buy a lot. Oh, oui, my chérie. Mommy's vecking. Did daddy say you can have chips? So why, okay, if your daddy said you can have chips, why did you come upstairs for me to open them? Now her heart hurts now. I don't even know where I left off. Oh, designer. Yeah, I have purchased a lot of designer. Please don't knock that down, baby. I have spent so much. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't do that, okay? You're gonna hurt yourself. You can just look, but don't hurt yourself. Don't lean on it. I have spent so much money on designer stockings, and spoiler alert, they tear. They tear. My Fendi tights tore when I thought about wearing them, and I still wear them because they were just so expensive, but I can't wear them independently. Please don't do that. Now she's going to play Ring Around the Rosie around the tripod. But I'm not buying any more designer. You did that on purpose. Dada, Juju, can somebody come and get this wild child? You want to say something on the mic? You say bonjour.
Bonjour.
I'm recording. I'm almost finished. I don't think I'm going to buy any more Apple accessories. If you are also new here, I did not switch to Apple until very, very late in the game. I am team Android. I think Androids are a superior product. That's my opinion. Don't cancel me. I'm not here to debate it. It's my opinion. But once I made the shift to Apple for multiple reasons, um, and more so because I have so many other Apple, a lot of Apple paraphernalia. I have so much Apple. My MacBook, when I studied design in university, we most design software was on Macs. So I am very, very familiar with MacBook, well, just Macs, their operating system. So I would have my MacBooks, my iPads, and then an Apple, and then an Android, and they just don't play well. But with that, once I got an iPhone, I fell into that Apple cult. I had the watch. I had, maybe it was just the watch. It seems like I was just buying a lot of Apple things. I don't know, but I'll put that on the list. This watch has been giving me problems. I'm not going to buy another one. If this is done, I'm not going to pay to get it repaired. I am just going back to my vintage watches, which I am a watch lover. I actually really, really love watches, and it saddens me how reliant I have become on this Apple Watch. So I may retire it before it decides to just not work anymore. So I really can't think of anything else. I thought I was going to do this. I tried. It didn't work out. Maybe I was going to say books. Perhaps that is something. I need to actually read the books that I have. I have so many books that I have amassed that I have not read. My house, not this house, this is the husband's house. My house, a wall, a wall filled with books. Love, love, love books. I have a book club. I really, really love reading, but it is something that I had stopped doing when I got online because I spent so much time here. Then, when I was actually working a full time job, I had that, and here it was just a lot. So, I am getting back to reading now. And with that, I need to get through the books that I have. I need to get, I thought the mic wasn't on. I need to read the books that I have. So, unless it's just something where it's pivotal, it's like, oh my god, this is just going to change my life, I have to read this book. If that is not the case, perhaps no more books. But yeah, I can't think of anything else. I don't want to do this anymore. I love you all so much. Merci beaucoup for sticking around for what was supposed to be my no buy list. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And let me know, do you, how about that, how about you take the tiny mic? You take the tiny mic. You tell me what you're not buying. Since you're busy judging, since you're judging. No, I'm kidding. No, but I'd love to hear. I'd love to hear from As I Me. What are you not buying in 2024? I want to read that. I want to read all about it. I want to know all about it. So until the next vlog, alrighty, ciao for now.